move my fucking horse across the fucking map. I'm just here to collect rocks.
Can you check if we're live?
Oh. Wait, you did not?
Yes!
No,
I didn't realise how into it you were.
Oh, thank you for letting me embarrass myself.
No, I thought it was good, you know. You're passionate.
Okay.
More passion. More
passion,
energy.
yes.
Alright.
Let me see. Okay, I don't know why is it not doing the things that I needed to do? It was happening and then it wasn't.
What?
Fucking man. I'm just here to collect rocks is the last thing. But we are sounding tinny.
Oh, we're sounding tinny, so we'll have to do the trick. Do we just unplug and replug?
Yeah, unplug and replug.
Alright, guys, we'll be right back.
Okay,
Alright, let's see how we sound now.
I'm just waiting for it to catch up.
Yeah. All good. We're talking about Pathfinder Kingmaker, in case you guys wanted to know. Sunny is very passionate.
Okay, now the gap is here. We're waiting. Oh, it's doubly tinny now.
Doubly tinny?
Yeah, now it's echoing.
Now it's echoing. Okay, that's weird. Alright, let's just jump off the Discord.
Okay.
See how we're coming through now.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, it's quite far back.
Yeah, no, I think there's quite a delay for some reason today. I don't know why.
We did have a power outage earlier today.
Yeah, so we've had some nonsense. But I think this is the longest we've had technical difficulties on the podcast in a long time.
Well, at least at the start, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's good.
Now it's good? Yeah. Alright, well, I guess it's time for me to say something along the lines of good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Weekly WAYPN. Sorry to the Discord members. We went off the Discord because there was no one there, but also because of the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So we have somebody saying words. Somebody is saying words.
They're saying words?
Yes, they're saying...
They say this stream sponsored by the Big Geek Star. Don't know.
Okay.
Clear, no distortion, sounding great.
Alright. So first off, we've got Andy. Okay, hold up.
Didn't we?
Just shh. 1 second. So I'll go to you and I'll type in 03 Andy.
Oh yes, I forget they were doing the timing.
Yes. 03 Andy. Continue, please.
Right. Honestly, thought I'd share this, but I guess I hadn't. More Fallout, this time Lucy in her wedding dress. Painting white is a pain, so made it more of an ivory. Also was fun to find out I could make the neon paint on her Pip-Boy with UV. Doesn't make any difference to the project, but it makes me smile. Well, of course! Yeah. You want to be doing the things that make you smile. And I actually quite like if it wasn't this fuzzy texture of the background. If you had like a really nice black smooth background, this would be such a shot. Like it would be very cinematic looking.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I bet if you could like cut it out, it would look quite nice. But yeah, I do think that Andy's photo setup suffers a bit from whatever this is.
So this is the the standard velvet texture backdrops that you get when you buy a light box. They usually come with the thing, so it's a bit hard to clean, especially with darker colors like black. It just suffers. So you might want to consider getting black cardstock instead.
Yeah, we much prefer cardstock and not glossy, just matte.
Yeah, it's got to be matte.
There's like some people have those ones where it's like all painted and stuff, and I don't like those ones. You know, where it's like marbled and
like they have a printed texture on it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it looks good. I think the faces come out well. I do think that you could have pushed the white more. It looks more like a yellow sundress to me than it does a wedding dress.
I do see the shade, like it's an ivory. It's like a proper ivory.
I understand.
Yeah, I guess. White is
think,
also very hard to photograph.
Yeah, white is hard to photograph. I'll agree. I think like, usually if you want to go with that kind of thing, like blue is better for like those really super bright whites.
Oh yeah, so like mixing a teeny bit of blue into the shadows, and then your highlights is a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. I've done this with the fox from Bushido. And
do you wanna send that one to me?
Sure.
And we'll take a look at it, but later.
Yeah.
Now, guys,
just
before we move on to the next project, because I think Andy did a good job. You know, like it is what it is, right? Like I think he made a choice. I think that he could have changed things a bit, but other than that, you know, it's good. But we've had some real issues with Facebook recently, like real issues. So before we go on to Alex at, I'm gonna stay here. So I'll go 0064 Alex. All right. So we've got Alex.
Yeah.
And could you read him out, and we'll take a look at that yellow after.
Okay, I'll read him out one. Here is that commission I mentioned last week. He's about 95% done. I just have to go around and meticulously clean up every little bit of him, and then do the transfers. And then the Ripper Nid that he'll be holding in his power fist. Then the scenic base he is going on. He'll be done one day, I swear.
I think the blue is looking a lot less. How can I say? I think it's looking a lot better. You were saying it was looking quite off. So
I just sent you the message because it's easier.
Yeah. Oh, it is easier. So is this one?
And not this one. I think maybe the side profiles show the shadowing the best.
Okay.
Yeah, like this one.
That one for the white?
Yeah, the white.
Okay, so this is just a follow-up for Andy. So right here, not the yellow, but this is what you're talking about with the white.
Yes, the white fur. So
it's got a slight bit of blue with the shadows.
And the grey. So in the grey itself, you mix a teeny bit of blue in, and then with the mid-tones, you mix a little bit of yellow, just a touch.
Yeah.
And then you move up to pure whites.
Yep.
And that just basically helps to re-emphasize the hot and cold temperatures and increases the contrast in the white, making it feel more white.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's funny like that, but it is.
Before we move on to more of talking about Alex's, I really like the banner, but the reason why I just went live while you're going, because I don't think that people usually hear the passion. You know, we've got.
Are you gonna embarrass me for the second
time? No. I'm just saying, you know, like, because like people are just like, oh, Sonny's just tagging along there, but we've got our people here. So shall we go back to the stream room?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we can bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, because like I just think about that. Tell us, guys, if it echoes. Discord members, we're in there now. But yeah, so I think the banners come out really well. like, obviously he's got more touch-ups to do there. I think that the industrial stripes have come out really super nice. There's a very, very minimal texture on things. Now, look, I'm not going to give you a hard time about that, right? Because some of the times this happens when you're priming and such, right? You just gotta be aware of it, right? And when you're doing such things, it's just remember, right? Like, to check at the very start of your process. When you're doing commissions, it's a different process to when you're doing things in the normal way.
Yeah, because you're more likely to close an eye with stuff that's yours.
Yeah.
It's a customer. Obviously, they had their expectations, so you want to be delivering within reason as well.
Yes, within reason.
Because you don't want to be stripping and repriming 3 times or something.
And this is something that we got caught out with. So, like, we're not giving you a hard time about it. We're just saying, be aware of it. Don't try and strip or anything with this one. Like, it's
Obviously.
great. I'm saying, yeah. Well, some of the times when people hear this sort of thing, they're just like, oh, no, but the hand movements.
Yeah.
But, yeah, is there anything that you wanted to mention on any of this?
I just wanted to check. We are not echoing, so it's fine.
Great.
So I pointed it out in the comments that, like, the banner I thought was too similar to the armor, so it just felt like one big block of blue, and it just. But he was following the reference basically. So
Yeah.
Nothing we could do about that.
I think, ironically, talking about texture, I think this was a bit had a few more sort of brush strokes in it to sort of
create that fabric-y texture. Like,
yeah.
Like, little stippling might not be bad.
Maybe. I really like the coloration changes and that sort of thing. It's quite subtle and such, but I think, but we do have an update on this later, so we'll go to that. But that's why I brought up the Facebook being an issue, because we had to, when we went to his message, it was just nothing there. Nothing was there, and we're like, what's going on? And then I see in another page, and that's why we spend an hour setting up.
Well, I would like to point out that the non-metallic metal is excellent.
Oh yeah, gold's come out so well. All right, so next up we have Joseph at 12.
Yes, at 12.
And Discord members, I see you on. If you want to come on, please feel free.
Yeah, we're there, and we're already in the stream room, so yeah. The Parasite Queen is done. I considered gold for the strands, but silver felt right, so I tried it on an arm, ready to paint over it, but I liked it. I paint plenty of gold and steel, but never really silver. There's no yellow in this model other than the lanterns, and never has been. Hopefully the arms look like flesh. They're the same scheme as all my KDM survivors. I've also done a lot more priming and base coating. I have a lot of doors to do that I don't care about. They'll be all lazily painted iron and not much else. They all have lights though. Anyone got any guides or advice for quick and lazy lights? I could just dry brush some OSL around a solid block of color.
So I'll get to that. I'll get to that later, right? But so here's something that I want to bring up. So we're just gonna go into the stream thing and take down the chat for a minute, just so that people can see exactly what we're talking about. So look here, right? It looks very yellow.
Yeah.
Compared to over here, right?
Yeah, now it looks more like flesh tone. So it's the color temperature of the image that was taken. You can clearly see that one side is warmer and the other side is more cooler.
Yeah.
So I suppose that you might have adjusted the lighting the second time around, which helped bring out the colors. So that's something to be wary of as well.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll go a bit backwards. First, I'll go into the because we've done a lot of bulkheads for. What was it?
Was it the gunship?
No.
The Gallodark.
Gallodark, that's it. So here's what I do, right? So just paint up whatever else, right? And then get out your airbrush, thin it down, just and then just paint over those lines there. You don't even have to do that if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like that's, and just let the overspray fall where it may. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like
that is the quickest way, like airbrush the lights on.
Yeah.
If you want to go as far as having the lights colored, just
we'll see. I think it is better with colored lights.
yeah. So you could just do the white airbrush first, and then after that put like a contrast paint of choice thinned down into the airbrush, and then zap it on top of the white, and you're done.
Okay, so now let's go back to our lady. All right, so I think the whites come out a lot more. The sort of wedding dress, so to speak.
And I can see what you meant by that sort of lilac shadowing that you tried to do with
I think that looks good.
Nice.
Yeah. I think so. White relies on temperature a lot.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of temperature, I think, for example, the way that he's done the lights here, I think were a bit too intense. Like, what do you think?
I think because it's white, it's going to pick up color more.
Yeah.
Quite literally, and also in reality, speaking like in like quote unquote hyper reality, it's just hard to control.
So the way the light spills is a bit too hard for me.
I
like
think
right
it could
here.
Have been a thinner layer of that to just make it a bit more like palish.
Well, because like you take a look at it here, right now. I think it's just too harsh right here.
I do see one potential issue if he lightened it a bit.
What's that?
Might look like yellow stains on the white fabric also.
But I mean, like, how does it not right now? Like that's the problem I have. Like I can when we step away from the model a bit, like it looks a bit better, but like the issue is that you just want to smooth that out a bit, and like I think that you could have gone. So you see this highlight color that he's got within here. I think if he had have used that color,
like a very pale yellow.
Yeah, a very pale yellow, right? And you could push that, right? And you could put some very sort of like it could be a bit more delicate. Like right here, that yellow works great for this grey skin, right? Because it's got something that it's pushing against. But when we look at it, when we look at it here, right? So, especially down there, right? It's just too
very
hard.
Yeah, I think. It's quite a hard transition as well.
Yeah,
and, it's not super hard, but because you can tell that there's that airbrush quality to it, but it's still quite a hard.
line-ish. I'm not worried as much about the technique, but more about the values.
Yeah.
Because like it shifts the values of things, and like a light should not make things look darker.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
it's
that this
hard to wrap your head around it sometimes. Like Larry had that problem with the Alice model as well. Like you think, oh, okay, it's a warm orangey fire, and how does that light cast on the blue? It's like an orange filter on the blue, but it's not.
No,
it looks almost pink actually. When it lights up the skirt, which is odd because it's an issue of luminosity, not an issue of overlapping.
And this is like some advanced stuff. It's not as if like it's easy. But anyway, so one of the things I wanted to say is the silver turned out great. I think for a couple of reasons, right? One, he really pushed the values right up to the top, right? Very, very high. I think that all of this sort of guts innard things came out really well. It's such a great contrast because the skin is so smooth, right? Like especially this skin, the sort of greyish skin, right? Compared to all of this and compared to that lovely sort of fabric, right? It it's all about that contrast of kind,
and
right?
it also gives a very nice classy touch to what otherwise is classy gore, right? She's got that veil, she's got a nice sort of dress fabric going on, very poised pose, and then it's hiding all that disgusting stuff underneath, right?
Yeah. It's great contrast.
It's got a great juxtaposition of themes going on, so the silvers actually ended up being a really good choice.
Yeah, I think so. But I think like the lilac turned out really well.
Yeah, you can really see it here in this photograph. It wasn't very clear in the previous one.
Well, I don't think... Okay, yeah, it's harder to see. I wouldn't say that it's not clear, right? I'd say that it's harder to see. But, like, I think that turned out very well. I think that this is a great model. And, like... I think one of the issues is that some of the times people think that when we critique something, right, like the reason why we're giving, Joseph a hard time on the lights, right, is because he puts a lot of energy into his lights, right, and you want to critique based off what people are doing, right? So like if somebody's just like slapping some grass on and then moving on, right? You're not going to get into the weeds, so to speak. But if they are doing something like this, right? There's obviously effort, and like he's like, no, they're not yellow. I know what I'm doing, But see, the thing is, when we look at that, it's something that we have to comment on.
Yeah.
All right, so let us move on, and we are on to...
Well, Andy.
Andy at 21. All right,
Andy
you want to read out?
Yeah. I've done some painting, just stopping to go cook dinner. This time, it's Thaddeus, and his stupid large bag. Also from the Fallout TV show. Also trying and failing to not melt in the heat because I'm struggling. I really do like the highlighting done on the pants. The folds are very nice. The
backpack's looking good.
Yeah, the backpack's really nice actually. It really has that leather quality though. Like it.
Canvas is what I'd say rather than
canvas.
Leather. But yeah, now I do believe that Andy's got an update on this with the very next post, so we'll move on to the next post so that we can see
Oh yeah, see that. Oh yeah, that is a very big bag.
All right, so
okay.
It's realistic to the show, so we will continue.
And a few hours later, this is where I've got up to with it. Again, this is just working to a good tabletop standard because I'm just enjoying painting. I did try and take some time to clean up the base though. Also, this was one of the more fiddly ones to glue, getting the bag and the hands to sit right. Not perfect, but I think it's good enough.
I think it looks good. Like I think that the bag, the way that you've done the things, look, you're aiming for tabletop standard and to enjoy your painting process. Yeah.
I think you've achieved the goal.
Yeah.
It's a very good tabletop standard.
But like, man,
that base.
Modifius, like, this is Forge World quality resin right here. It's just, oh my god. Like, honestly, the QA people should just be dragged out the back and crushed by the company Dinosaur. Like,
is these ones made in China? I feel like they're probably made in China.
We'll see, like, the Titan's made in Britain, and it's no different, is it?
Yeah,
really?
no, but I am saying that, like, if it's China, you can't do anything.
Look. Here's the thing, right? It doesn't matter who's making it. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Right? Because, obviously, let's see how much these things cost, right? Like, okay, give me 1 moment, right? I will go on. And what's his name?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. Is it here in the thing?
Yep.
I'm just gonna see if it's there. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll down. All right, Thaddeus Fallout miniature. Okay, so I'm just while you can comment on him while I'm looking it up.
Yeah. I think you've gotten the face really nicely done up as well. He has a very I don't know what kind of emotion he's looks contemplative, I guess. But the expression has come out really nicely in his face, and yeah, I think you've gotten the textures down really nicely. I guess improvement wise, the red could have been a little bit better of the scarf or the collar, whatever it is that he has on his neck.
Okay, so I'm just looking at Gap Games right now, and this is the Australian price. So usually it would be $85 for 5 miniatures. He's one of 5, right? So what's that, like 15 or something? No, not quite 15, but
85. Okay,
yeah.
85 divided by 17 per model.
Yeah, so I wasn't far off, right? But like he's $15,
Okay.
right? And the thing is, you can get a functional toaster for less than that.
Really?
Yeah. And the issue I have, right, is imagine if we gave a client that, right? Like, would they be like accepting of that? They wouldn't. Like, it just really frustrates me because, like, I think Andy's doing great with his painting, right? He's enjoying his painting, he's enjoying his process, right? But we keep commenting on this, and the reason we keep commenting on this, right, is not because of Andy's lack of skill or anything, right? But it's because it's so noticeable, right? So that's what people are noticing instead of Andy's painting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, excuse my French, guys, but that's fucked, right? Like, if you, I think you just put complaints in, you know? Because, like, that's the only way people are going to change. In my opinion, like, obviously it's my opinion. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. But next up, we've got John. John at 26.
Well, new project seems to be Thousand Suns. I hate myself. Lol. Needed a sorcerer in Terminator armor, and I didn't like the official model. It wasn't Thousand Suns enough, so I kit bashed my own. My sculpting skills definitely need some work, but I think he's looking decent so far. I just have to paint it.
Alright, well, let's take a look here.
Terminator armor. Yeah. It's just that when I see the bone color, I think of the Dark Angels Terminator, but that's not what you're going for.
Yeah, I understand.
Is that just the priming coat? Like what?
Yeah, I think he's sort of fished out a sacrificial mini and like started the conversion from there. So, but it is one thing to remember with your conversions that a lot of the time you're gonna have to sort of how can I put it, like do that unifying prime. So the thing that I'm looking at here is mainly around your collar, right? That's
little odd looking.
Yeah, it looks quite off, but that can be fixed with painting. So what I would suggest, right, is like have it looking magical by having like a strong glow come from out of that area, and maybe, you know, bone, like this itself bone colored.
Well, I would actually see what it looks like after he's done the proper Xanathol Prime to really see how it looks, and then, you know, we can give, because sometimes when you do the sculpting it looks all strange and weird, and then you put in the Xanathol Prime and then things become so much more clearer.
Yeah. That's very fair. I do think, however, the shoulder pads, just clean them up. Like, so you've got that little dot there, and
that
over
one
here
seems a little bumpy.
Well, see, I think he's sprue-gooed it. I'm not sure. But see, like, the thing is, these are the kinds of things that really stick out to people, right? The the profile from the back without the staff doesn't look very sort of how can I say, doesn't look that changed.
Unless you put like a cape or something, because don't they usually have capes?
Sorcerers, yes, they'll often have capes, but I think you could put something up here to sort of like break that very strong Terminator silhouette to make it more sorcerer.
More Zinchian?
Yeah, more Zinchian. But
like some strange mutation sort of thing.
I think that the hands, I think that's come out well. But yeah, I think Sunny might be right. We really have to see it primed up to get a better idea. All right, shall we move on to
Larry?
All right, so we got Larry at 30.
Yep. Shaded the coat a darker brown and did some highlights. Finished painting parts that won't show and some extra trim, so I glued on the arms and the head. I think he's looking quite lovely. He's looking very much like the box. In the box, it's got this sort of a brown coat with the somewhat orangey trim.
I think the face is a bit unfortunate at the moment, but I mean, like
that one
faces
spot.
are difficult.
Yeah.
But I think everything else is looking good.
Very clean and also very flavorful.
I like what would we call this? Is this feathering or what is he doing here? The little scratches and such?
Yeah, something like feathering or hatch lines and hatching.
What it is it's working. It's
very nice to look at.
Yeah, I think that you're doing really well. But also some of their faces are a bit unfortunate to begin with.
Yeah, the Votan, don't remember. It's a Kill Team one. We've painted it before.
Yeah.
I like the faces on those guys. The sculpt was pretty good. These ones, I'm not sure if it's a sculpting issue or maybe there was like a dot of... What is that? I don't know what's going on in the eye area.
Yeah, I think it's a dot of white and then... Like he's squeezing one eye shut, or there's it's scarring or a bit of cabling there. But yeah, all right. I think that's all we can say because I mean, like, it's not finished, but there's nothing here beyond the face where I'm like, all right, this is something you need to address.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we have up next? Oh, it's more Larry.
Yeah, just putting down a little flooring.
I really liked how this looked.
Oh, okay, yeah, because yeah.
All right, continue, please.
I do more when the glue cures.
Yeah,
have
obviously.
To trim it to the base size too. So this does seem particularly hard because he didn't do the baseboards before putting the model on.
I understand.
This seems a bit tedious.
Well, I think that he's gonna sort of pull these back as if it's erupting out.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. We're gonna have to see
how it goes.
Yeah. Because it's a choice. I'm not saying it's bad. But yeah, it's gonna make life interesting. But I do think, it all looks very nice and clean at the moment. And look, this is what the thing's about, showing off the process, All right, so next up we have Chris Shah at
33.
Yeah.
Eclectic collection of models I've worked on the last 3 months. 5 more Terminators for a total of 15. Chaos Champion on Manticore, 3 Inceptors, 1 Iron Priest, and 1 Tech Marine.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Tech Marine now. Oh, you have finished doing this?
That's all of it. Yeah, that's all the text.
I feel like this right here could have more of a glow aspect to it because, this feels like it's got a bit of a glow up here.
Yeah, he's definitely going for a glow effect there, but maybe just.
But it just seems a little odd. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I think that what could really go a long way is
I know.
What do you call it? The white
inlay.
White oils just could really push this a long way. And just a touch
of the white.
Not barely any, and just do it in the middle. Just let it do its thing. No skill involved. But yeah, like, it's because it's such a feature, because, like, I'm so drawn to it, I think, because of how bright it is against all of this. But look at all of these little cables, man. That'll drive me nuts.
And how he has really cleanly picked out every single element.
Yeah.
It's so hard not for your eyes not to blur or blend anything together.
Yeah.
And so you can truly appreciate every single detail in the model.
Yeah.
So when something really looks odd, it looks really out of place.
I wouldn't say... Okay, yeah, no, you're right. It does look a little... It looks more just like... It looks more like... what's going on here? You're trying to figure it out, because we're pattern recognition machines. Alright. Like, okay, for example, with this guy... Almost the exact same thing, but because it's with the green and we sort of have that level of familiarity, we just sort of go, yep, okay, I know what that is, right? Whereas when we look back at this, we're sort of like, what's going on here? Is this that? Is this that yellow? Mm-hmm. Because it's that very one similar color, right? And because we're looking for those patterns. Whereas if we see this green, right, we don't connect it with that yellow. We're just like, oh, yes, green gun. Green magic gun. I'm sure green magic gun do bad things. And, like, it might sound a bit simplistic, but when it comes down to it, pattern recognition is. That like that's what we are. We're pattern recognition machines. That's what humans are made for. That's how we got... What's the is it the Moist Critical line? What's the... That's what we're here for, baby.
Don't know it, honey.
Oh, sorry. You've ruined the meme.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Then he goes woo, and he disappears off into the... but yeah, no. Really like the leather here. The scratches, as always, are always great.
They
with Chris
really do look like they've been dinted in and...
Yeah.
It does not look out of place. It just looks like it was part of the model. Like.
Yeah. I'd agree.
It's so hard to comment on. Well, give feedback.
Well, I do think, like, on the rare occasion where we can, like, sort of point out something, I think also because Chris takes things on board, I think. Because, like, often if we'll see that, you know, in maybe not the current model, but the next model, we'll see, like, he'll change the way that he does things.
I am a little confused about the basing on this guy, though. Like, the steel on the platform.
I think that's just, what do you call it? The, you know, when they've got the pre-done basing. And
but it just feels a bit out of place because it's so clean, but then it's also on a dirt ground, and then you've got rust in specific areas.
Yeah, I guess it could be included with a bit of pigment powder, like that could help it, but I mean, it's a minor trifle for me. We've got the old Manticore.
Love the sword.
Yeah, the sword is fantastic. I love just the little bits of verdigris here where it's there, it's subtle. It's not over the top. I like the color transition. That's good. It is so old school Warhammer. It just... I'm not saying there's anything bad about it, but you can tell that it's an old model, and the way in which you've painted it does make it look like an old model.
Oh, check this out.
Not that I dislike the older models. I just think that it's got a very sort of classic feel to it, like how pronounced the veins are. You know, the pose. Like, you take a look at the pose here, and like it looks quite awkward. But I think this is meant to be. Oh my god! Why are you like this, Facebook? This is meant to be its golden angle, because like it's sort of launching off from one foot, and it looks a little awkward. But I mean, if you're a flying creature, the way in which you jump off, and also cats are like the way that they jump at things, they're quite agile, that sort of thing. But because we're not used to it with that sort of bulk and that sort of thing, yeah, no, it looks good. I think like that's about it. I do like the way the leathers come out, but it does look a little cartoony compared to his other stuff. But cartoony is the sort of classic Warhammer vibe, Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, it's got a very interesting texture on the wings, like over textured even. But I think he's painted it in a way that it doesn't feel so jarring, which is nice.
And here is our
Terminators?
Yeah, I was about to say Frosty Boys.
Frost Pop.
Little Frost Pop.
Yeah, super consistent.
Yeah, like I was just taking a look at them, and
like, this is the pinnacle of army painting.
Yeah, it really is, because like people sort of look down on the term army painting, but this is, like you say, the pinnacle of it.
Yeah, it's so very difficult to get things very consistent.
Very consistent, like because you can, that like I'd say that's it.
Yeah, the level of. I don't know if I can say that you have to be super pedantic about the
He might just be
process.
Following. Yeah, he might just have his process like very down pat, and he just sort of.
Once you have the recipe, like you just sort of stick with it,
Hey,
good boy. We are on the stream room chat. If you would like to join us on the VC, please join us on the VC. We do love when more people come in and comment. Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah. It's like you said. It's just the consistency, like.
But this sort of reads a bit more like a proper astronaut suit kind of thing. Like they do very much feel like astronauts. I'd say it's because the feet are extra heavy, and like the jump pack is so chunky. Also, the coloration.
Oh, you know what it is? It's this. It's this thing right here, because if you sort of had a visor over that, they would look like an astronaut.
Yeah.
With big guns.
Would you like to go on a moonwalk? Do you remember?
The 21st night of December.
Honey.
Alright, so next up we have George. So that's 42.
Are you sure? Because I am getting Carlos.
It's George on mine, so
I've got
Carlos is like one of the last ones on mine.
Carlos, so see?
I know. It's Facebook. There's not much that can be done.
Would you just help me double check, because I'm sure if
No, I'm sure. Because here's George 22 hours, and then
okay.
Carlos will be. And see, this is what we're talking about.
There you go, boy.
Alex Co is just disappear. But yeah, so we're up to George.
Hey, more Trench Crusade. Bit of a rush job on these. Did them all from nothing to this in one evening, as I cannot bring myself to feel the grey shame. Definitely sloppy and quite desaturated with a lot of work to go, but battle ready enough for tomorrow, a base to build upon. Any areas in particular on the sculpts that you think require special attention or are worth focusing on to hone a particular technique? The cheetah print cloak is something totally new. I'm trying, but I'm also seeing a lot of gold medals, so hopefully I can translate the work from the Brazen Bull onto these in the future.
Well, look, he was getting them done as a rush job, but I will say that the biggest thing has nothing to do with the models themselves, but the base, right? So there's two things on the base. One, you got nothing here, right? There's nothing on the base and the basing. And two, the 3D printness of these is very noticeable. So like sand it, or use a chemical to melt it into shape. Whatever you must do, because the problem is that when you've got that, you do have some layer lines. They're not massive. Like you've got some lines here and here, right? I'm not saying it's terrible, right? But what I am saying, right, is when you have this, then people start looking for that, right? And that has nothing to do with you. The other thing with the basing is you've got some floating people. For example, this guy is a floater, right? He looks like he's sort of floating above everything.
Yeah.
That is not what you want. You want the bases to be integrated. But other than that, that's about all of my feedback. What about you, Sonny?
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same thing, really. I do think some of the highlights could be pushed on the models, but other than that, I think it's mostly the basing that needs work. How about you, Go Boy?
Sand.
What?
I see sand.
Oh,
Sand.
Yeah.
Sand.
Because I heard
I
gang.
think- I was like, is my mic working now? Can you hear me? But
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Like, I couldn't find a time to just be like, hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Good, excellent. But no, you pretty much everything, just reiterating what you've already said. Just
Yeah. We'll see.
the base kind of needs a bit more. It just is also just really flat.
Yes.
And it doesn't feel like there's a lot of life to it.
Yeah.
Per se.
Brushstroke did a great thing on how to do that, and if you guys remember where we talked to, who I think he's German. Who's the fellow who did the Necrons?
Yes. It's
he did the sand, and it was really good.
Yeah,
He's our pinned post.
He is our pinned post.
Are you talking about the like the desert necklace?
Crim.
Yeah,
Crim.
Crim, yeah.
Oh, Crim. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it just uses spackle, right? Yeah, spackle. And like you can put
I'm gonna find that and quickly put that in the comments
Sure.
here.
While you're doing that, I'll move on. But yeah, I'm not as worried about the paint job because you said you're getting these ready so that you can play, and like quite nicely so. You want painted models to play with. Totally cool, right? But yeah, I think you could even just snap these guys off and put them on different bases. Like, I don't think that'd be a big problem. But yeah, that's about it.
Just sand or adding like a rock or two.
Yeah. Well, like
Actually.
Crim did an excellent job. So I think Sunny passing on some of that sort of thing. Remember, you can only do one in the comments.
Oh.
So Sunny was trying to paste multiple to sort of.
I'll just take this copy image to swap.
Yeah. That's all right. All right. Well, we will move on to. So we've got Chris Shah at
48.
48.
Was inspired by a red panda look in a Discord. I think this actually works really well for these because like the foxes, I believe. So it still reads as a fox, you know? But it does have that red panda classic looks because they've got a little wisp of that white eyebrows and the white mouth, the muzzle area.
I think that has more to do with the way that he pushed the painting. But I do think that these are much more interesting than a lot of the wolves that he's done because I think one of Chris Shah's weaknesses is being his textures.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to furs and that, because I know that Chris Shah does use contrast a bit, and I think because contrast has that particular level of sheen, it looks
it's a little shiny, not very.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a real creature, but I think this this has come together very well, and I think because of the way the patterns are, it looks quite natural, and it makes you feel as if these are real creatures. Like, even if they're, some alien variety of wolf, right? You're just like, oh yeah, I get that. They're gonna eat me, so I've got to get a shotgun. Oh, have you seen the Don't Feed the Quackers videos?
What would happen if you did?
Do you know what a quacker is? The little thing that looks like a tiny
teddy bear.
It looks like a cross between a teddy bear.
Quackers?
Yeah,
quackers.
Yeah, quackers.
Yeah,
Quackers.
Yeah, like because they look like a cross between a teddy bear and a kangaroo, and they just come up and go. Eh.
So what would happen if you did feed one? Is it bad?
Well, they become dependent on you.
Yeah. But they're so cute.
They are so cute.
They're
and
like
they've
children.
Hang on, are you about like the little like wallaby looking things?
Yeah. They look like midget
hang on.
wallabies. Because
These guys.
wallabies are midget kangaroos.
Yeah, these guys.
Oh, just
There we go.
Here we go.
So cute, man. And these are native to Australia.
Yeah, well, particularly some islands.
Oh, so cute.
Like they really do look like a combination of a teddy bear and a kangaroo.
Oh, he's so cute. No, that's a wombat. Yeah,
but yeah, like
No, that's a quack.
No. Jack is saying, do they poop squares, and that's a wombat.
Oh
and,
that is
and they will build poop castles.
But to attract the females.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But yeah, like, because we saw a video of them just like, and they start sort of like trying to pull on this guy's trousers.
I just
like,
want to snuggle him more. So
but yeah, because they weren't until very recently, they didn't have contact with humans, so they've got no fear of humans. So they're just sort of like
hello.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. How do you say no to that face?
Yeah, but yeah, we will
walk up to him and you say
no, no, and then he'll say up, please. No, don't do it. Don't do this to me.
All right, Okay, next we've got Chris Shah. Not Chris Shah. Alex Coe. Sorry.
Okay.
So Alex Coe at 52. So I hope that this is the right one because
I'm looking at the same thing.
You're looking at the same thing? Great, because so 1 second. 52 was it? Yep. Alex. So the issue is that, as you guys can see here, look, just nothing. And yeah, great work, Alex. And this is what we have to deal with every single one of the recordings, right? Like
Pooh-Bah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know why it's this way.
Yes. I love viewing the
emptiness
the
emptiness of the void. All right, a bit of an update. I added non-metallic gold to the banner bordered and to the crosspiece of the banner pole. Added the Ripper and more or less finished the base. I've already touched up those few spots you might find on the base that need some paint.
Yeah, I think it's looking good. I think the adding that border really did help a lot.
Oh, it's beautiful. Like, it catches the light in just the right angles.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's so hard to map that, Oh, yeah.
So,
well done.
I pretty much take back what I said about, like, making it more fabric-y, but because I think, like, adding this really helped frame it.
Yeah, and it also somehow breaks that blue up very nicely.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I think before we're looking at this big solid block of blue, and now that it's got that change of colour, this is the true one that we should use for the 60-30-10.
Yeah, actually.
But yeah, like it's all about just having that breaking of the block.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think think it looks good.
What do you think, Go Boy? Anything you'd like to add?
I actually really like how clean the I don't think it's decal work. I think it's freehand is on the banner itself.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
no,
it's
it's freehand.
Because I've got that model and I know it doesn't have anything on it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the little Ripper looks great in his hand as well, and just everything about it. I'm jealous because I paint Ultramarines, and this is not as my Ultramarines aren't as good.
Well, I think your Ultramarines are very nice, and
Yes, they
I
are.
also really like your direction with it. It's very different from this one, because you did the way you've done the blues is quite unique, and I have not seen that style on any other.
I feel like
army
Alex
painting.
might be feeling a little gypped because, like, I just I don't want to send any signals where I'm like, all right, work here, because I think with that one thing, the major problem is finished. I think if he just painted up the Ripper now, he'd be good. Like, sure, this needs to be steel, right? But I mean, like, what I'm saying is, there's nothing here where I go, that.
Also, Go Boy, you got to consider that this one's a commission piece.
That's true.
So you can't judge
This
it on
is
the
also
same
true.
level.
You know, you're not paid to paint your miniatures unless you do it on stream. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so next up we have
We got Liam
Liam. Okay, great.
at
55.
55. Okay. Mostly done with both of the minis I was working on. The tactical rocks are getting out of hand. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
But the whole piece looks great, suspect. Yeah, it does. Okay, mostly done with both of my minis I was working on. The first pictured one just needs some cleanup and to be planted on a proper base, I think. Kind of botched the eyes a bit, but I don't think my hands are steady enough to completely fix it. As for the other one, well, I'm trying. I can probably finish it next time I paint, but saving it feels like a whole other story.
So, like, when I look at the miniature, I'd not be worried about this. I would, however, like, so see how it's all matte with the red, right? Some of the matte blood should be slightly more brown, and like you should have more fresh. Like one of the cheap tricks that you can do with this is just put some blood for the blood god on all of those little areas where you've got that sort of thing. Don't completely cover the area and just have it look as if like that's the sort of stain. You know, don't worry about the eyes. Look, it's a zombie, right? How many zombies are you going to fight in a campaign, right?
Yeah.
A lot. There's obvious.
Yeah. Well,
They'll die very quickly, I presume.
but yes,
Unless you have really bad
let's look
dice
on
rolls.
to. Oh no, this is.
An
Oh, look at
unfortunate
those
thing.
layer lines. That's a lot.
But I actually don't quite mind that for this particular mini,
Why?
because it adds to that sort of
I think if it was meant to.
texture of the skin.
If it was meant to be a hologram, like that's fine, but the layer lines are a bit much.
Okay.
But yeah, I can see what he's saying, you know, I'm trying, but look, you know, let the quality of the miniature dictate the amount of effort that you're going to put in, right? Because when it comes to this sort of thing, right, you can drive yourself absolutely mental if you let yourself drive yourself mental, right? Like that's the biggest problem. Like this is fine.
Yeah.
Workable, right? And like the thing is, when this guy is amongst 30 other zombies, no one cares, right? Like that's the thing. Yeah. So Liam's just saying, like, as much as I can do, there's not much I can do to say this, and yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. Like, don't try and push things that you can't, you know, get to, so to speak. All right. So next up we have John at 59.
59. Yeah. Test model for the new Thousand Suns project is coming along. I think I'm at about 45 minutes spent so far. Still have probably about 30 or so to go. About 45 minutes spent so far. Still have 30 or so to go. This is going to take a while. Well, yeah, chaos always takes a while.
Yeah.
Because you got more trim. But what I do enjoy is a glittery tabard of gold.
We'll see. He's going to paint this in with the blue, which I think is...
No, I really like how it looks right now. Because it's quite interesting. Because it's like fabulously zinch, you know? Because you can see that there's like smooth metallic trim. And then you've got like a glittery cloth there. It just feels right. It's like fancy sand, you know, because it's an Egyptian theme, and you're bringing that sort of sand sort of vibes in, but make it fabulous.
You know, he's meant to be a Zinch model, not a Slanesh one, right?
Doesn't matter. Like, he's very also in a way flamboyant, because look at the designs. It's all very extravagant. Yeah, I like it like this, actually. Like it like that.
Okay. Alright, I think Go Boy may have been stolen from us. I did hear...
No, I'm here, hello.
Oh, okay. I heard lady noises in the background. I thought perhaps you were being stolen.
Oh, no, my sister wanted some photos.
I see.
Photos.
But yeah, anything that you'd like to add for, you know, Sunny's fabulous sand?
I like it.
You see, it works. I don't see this very often in a Zinch. I like the glittery tabard. I like it.
All right. Let us move on to Larry, and Larry's done some more on this guy. So
look, his eyes actually turned out a bit more better, I think. I don't know. Anyway, did some shading, some highlighting, and so forth. Tried to make the wrist display look. Make the wrist display look a motion tracker, but it's teeny. Oh, okay. I think he tried to make it look like a motion tracker. Added a little frost to some of the metal bits, but I'm not sure it's had time to dry or went on thick enough for such small bits. Also, added some Tamiya weathering snow to the boots and jacket and so on. Might need a heavier application. I'll decide after I work on the snowy base I plan.
Yeah, so I think it might need a heavier application. Cause I can't really see it at all. As for the motion tracker thing, don't worry about it. It's too teeny tiny, you know, like.
I think it looks good as
it does look good, but I mean, like, it's about time versus effort and where you want to put your efforts, right? Because we've done these sorts of models, right? And we know how you can just lose your mind. Look, you picked out the right details, you know, it looks good, you know, don't lose your mind on something where you shouldn't, you know? It's just yeah, like I'll throw to you guys.
I mean, even if it doesn't look like a motion display, it looks like it's a screen of some sort with a
display. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it works.
It's got that nice greeny wobble effect.
Yeah,
that you see on like a Halo screen, for argument's sakes.
I am still confused about the eye.
Yeah, so am I. But I mean, like the thing is, like I said, pick and choose your battles.
Yeah. Well, other than that, everything else is coming up really good. But the eye is.
The eye is
really drawing the attention of.
For you,
For me.
All right. So next up, we have
Stargrave models by Penguin.
All right.
Life has been rough over the past 6 months, but I managed to add on to my Stargrave collection. Of course, to start, it is very nice basing. I think the basing is very good. I like the ground is very deserty with a nice touch of green. And you've gone for a very nice sort of neutral palette, which I presume you're sort of going for it's got to match the environment and camo a bit.
I think these guys are made up from the Mercenaries kit a lot. Or the Scavengers, I think they're called. So, like, I think that he sort of wants to do more of the idea of a sort of ragtag team rather than, like, this is a proper military outfit. Like, I remember talking to a friend of mine talking about the problem with, like, we were talking about these garden gnomes who had like military gear on and like AKs and that sort of thing, and he says, no, I can see veterans getting flashbacks from this because like that is how insurgents look, like a mix of civilian clothing and like military sort of gear, so like, and especially the beards. But like, so I think that's what is meant to be here. Like, this person's wearing their nice sort of warm jacket, and like the leather thing is meant to be for protection and that sort of thing. Like, that's the vibe I'm sort of getting. But you know, it's like that's me.
I can't lie. Whenever you said like garden gnomes with AKs, I'm just picturing Nomeo and Juliet.
Oh no.
Nomeo and Juliet
as they charge into battle with AK-47s that are like
hilarious.
Aggressively oversized for them.
How many jokes are there of these, like, you know, military gnomes that they're just all happy and cute until something at night or something, and then they come to life or something. Oh,
I got no idea.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. I remember there was like a story about a veteran who actually saw the gnomes with the rifles and got PTSD from them because they looked like the Afghan rebels or something like that.
Yeah, that was probably when we were talking to that other friend. But yeah, like I've got some of them and I'm like, oh my god. They I will see if I can bring this up so that people know what the hell we're talking about. Oh, come on. There we go. So like things like this where it's like sort of this one's more like proper military gear, but like they usually had like a mix. But that's sort of the vibe I'm getting. What about you guys? Any comments?
Yeah, like, I think it sort of feels a bit like camo. Some of them, obviously, this red fella stands out a lot. But you know, it's a good tabletop models.
Yeah. But I do think like there's some nice flourishes, like for example on the goggles and that sort of thing. You know, like I think everything looks picked out enough.
Yeah, I'd play with these.
Oh yeah,
I think
for sure.
they look fun enough that I would like to play with them if they were like a demo set, you know?
Yeah, no, because we've got our demo set of guys, and I think they look great. But let us move on. All right.
Okay. Moving.
Okay, so
Death
next.
Guard by Alfarius.
So hold up, that's at 708.
708.
Yeah.
Whoa, got some used Plague Marines. Unfortunately, I'm still getting used to the new weekly review, so I don't have any pictures from my Lightbox or new font.
That's alright. So just on that, guys, like the I'm just gonna open this in a new tab, and hopefully this time it will work. This is what I'm talking about with Facebook, guys. Like, it's why is this one in this format and not in the normal format? We don't know. Yeah, it's just Facebook. But yeah, like, cause I was thinking about what to say about penguin stuff, and like, I think the problem is when you hit your target, you know, if you are giving reliable feedback, you know, there we go. Okay, so I think that Alpharius is just starting out on these, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm a
is he
little
going for a
confused.
two-tone thing where like one side is green and the other one is brown?
Yeah, because it's a little confusing.
Okay,
Or maybe
they're a
he's-
bit later on, so I think like the
like a
brown,
rust.
yeah, gonna be rust. That's the
Just-
vibe I was going.
People stuff that works and fits. This
Yeah.
is penguin.
Yeah. So I liked this guy right here. I think he looks quite interesting.
Because of the teals.
Yeah, I think it like if it's rust and verdigris, I think that will work out well. I think we've got to see these ones a lot further along before we can add extra comments. I do think it's an interesting way of doing things, doing the teals and then putting the gold over. What do you think about that?
It's
as a
definitely
technique?
an interesting, a very different technique, but it seems to be working. Like I see some of that rust effects in the gun there. So,
Yeah, I think that's coming out
so
well.
we'll take a look. Because like for example
So
yeah.
I think that we've got some very different progress. So Bone's coming up well. I do think you want to do more of that sort of transition that you do. So even if it's just like some contrast paint, just like start around here, go brown and then into black at the bottom sort of thing. That's okay. Yeah, no, he's gone the opposite with the white. That looks good too. That's fine. Yeah, I think that the rust and the corrosions come out pretty well. The verdigris is quite nice. I'm liking it. Yeah, the yellow ooze is looking good. I wouldn't touch that too much. I think we're back to the start. I
think you've done a really good job.
One moment. Sorry, I had to sneeze, folks.
I really like the way this guy turned out.
Yeah.
So in the barrel, I like the choice of the pink
Mhm.
to contrast with the green. But I think you could use Doomfire magenta, I think, or like Volupus pink. Just a little bit more thinned down and pop it in there a little bit more just to bring out that color just a little bit more. But you're definitely going the right direction for getting that sort of OSL effect. You want that white in the middle, but I think the color could just a little bit more come out. But very clean in the sense that everything.
It works.
Yeah, like you know where everything lies.
Yeah.
But it's dirty to match the thing of Nurgle.
Yeah.
And they look stinky, and that's the important bit.
All right, Cowboy, your thoughts?
I like it. I think I will say I think that the metals are a bit too dull to the point where they don't look like metal.
Yeah.
Very
If that
matte.
makes sense. Like
So, like
like
you'd want more
not
of
the-
this
not the gun.
sort of thing?
The
Okay.
armor.
less the gun, more on the actual armor, like the pauldrons itself.
Oh, yeah.
The verdigris and the brown, like the bronze coloring, almost look like they blend in with the actual green, where it's
Right,
it's hard
okay.
to tell the divide because there isn't that subtle shine that you still see even on like rusted verdigrified metals.
Right. So you're saying it needs more contrast of kind.
I think it just needs a little pop on the edges.
I understand what you're saying.
Mm.
So are you saying like this right here, where we've got that dull metal popping through, or what? What are
Yeah,
we?
so like you can see on the kind of the edges on the actual gun, there's the big bright pop of reflective light.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think on the armor itself, unless it's in like the super harsh corners, you're not really seeing any of it. It could just be the lighting as well.
Yeah.
But I think just on the shoulder trims and on kind of like the actual
I do think you've got
trimming itself.
you've got a point there, because like normally with Alfarius' stuff, it does have a matte quality to majority of the paint. So this is rare in the sense that we've seen his work progress, and he normally doesn't do this level of weathering, or like to this obvious a degree, right? And it's very nice. It adds that character. So I do think that's the next step to push the minis, is to work on that contrast of kind, especially with this type of model with the Death Guard. So I think you've got a point there.
Just thinking on that, what do you guys think about sponging a bit of metals onto some of the plates themselves, just to make it a bit clearer? Because we got the steel popping out in some areas where there's the big dents, right?
Yeah.
But sort of allowing for that extra contrast, you know, because like you said, this blends into it a bit too much, right? But imagine like you got those sort of steel streaks coming down here from the metal bending and curling sort of thing. Would that help, do you think?
I think to a degree, but with the way the armor is, I would almost say do more work on the actual metal trim rather than doing it on the
plates.
On the plates, because when you think of Nurgle, you don't think of like worn, battered armor. You think of rusted, petulant, dirty armor.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I think that's also part of the problem. Like, when you get that sort of fixed mindset, like you sort of don't open yourself up to other solutions which could work. Like, for example, this bit right here, the I think that's called a gorget.
Yep.
Yeah, like that. Imagine you've got some like some speckling there from, you know, steel coming through, right? That could really break up the helmet and body area rather than being a single unit thing. Like, I'm not necessarily saying, you know, hey, Alfarius, do this, right? I'm just saying, when it comes to that, you know, like, just these are options that are available to you. Like how I said with over here with this, right? He went the opposite way around from what I would like, where he went white up, right? Whereas I'd go like dark down. But it's still the same sort of effect if you're following what I'm saying. Alright, I think we're on to our last one now. So, here we are with Carlos.
Is it not Larry?
Isn't that post? Yeah, that's last week's, isn't it?
Yeah, 19 now.
Yeah, that says highlights.
Okay.
Are you on the link that I sent you?
Yes, I am.
That's, oh my god. Facebook, being Facebook.
I'm just gonna go. That's why I asked, because like this post is all the way down here. Okay. Whip on the animal companions from Zombicide, Green Horde, with the reference photo of the in-game companions. It's not quite where I want it to be yet, but I'm enjoying. Enjoying experimenting with the blues to give the idea of black fur. Cheers.
Well, we do talk about that in our Understanding Blue.
Yes.
I do think that this is
reading
too blue.
Very blue now. Yeah.
So we've got a thing with that, like, unless you plan to like absolutely flood this with like a black ink, I think it does very much read as blue.
Yeah.
Like, these do not read as black at all, I would say.
I'm just gonna click
The Understanding Blue.
Yeah, it'll be here. 2020.
I do believe 2025 is Understanding Blue, yeah.
I don't see. I've
Um,
got yellow.
yeah, no, that's...
I know where I could find
Where could you find
it.
it?
Just on the website.
Oh, okay.
Because we've got that.
You didn't type in Galados.
The website. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Booty boop, beep boop. Booty boop, beep boop, beep boop.
What is happening?
It is
Where do you want us to go?
the final countdown.
Alright. You want us to get the Sister of Battle?
Yeah, because I have the... Ah, there she is. This is what I want. Can I? No, I can't because it's Squarespace and they don't let you steal people's photos, you see.
Yeah, okay. So
I got it. I'm going to send it to you.
it's alright, I'm already there. Alright, so you want to talk about this right here,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So we're talking about the leather here, right, and how... But this is much more pastel than
Yeah,
like
but
you could probably use a deeper blue, but we were trying to do scratching and such.
So what I'm trying to get at is that it's not about the pastel blue here. It's about the ratio of black to blue.
Yeah.
So you want it to be like 90 to 10 or even 95% black to blue is like 5%. Very, very thin. Brushstrokes does this quite a lot with his black armor.
You're right.
He'll do black and then he'll shade up in maybe like grays or something, and then he'll do that sort of really pale blue edge highlighting to make it feel colder and darker and blacker. But I personally am not a fan of very pale blue for edge highlighting black because it logically doesn't make sense. I think like a deeper blue would work better. But
yeah, so I've got just his thumbnail here,
yeah,
right?
so this is it.
Yeah, and just see like
it's so thin.
Yeah.
But it does so much heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Just that's the thing about working with absolutes, like with blacks or with whites. Just the tiniest bit of color will affect how it reads so much.
Yeah.
Probably because it's quote unquote doesn't have a color, right? Because it's all the colors absorbed or reflected at you. And the contrast is going to be that much more starker. So if you do too much, then it just does not read like that color at all.
Yeah.
It's so sensitive.
And so like here, right? It just reads as blue.
Yeah, there's too much blue here.
And like the thing is, we understand that you're going for a goal, and that's why we're making this comment. Because you're not hitting your goal. If you want this to be black,
it needs more black.
Yeah, much more black.
Much more. Yeah, like this guy's 90%. Just straight up blue, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, yeah, and that's about it, Carlos, because, you know, like, we don't like to, how can say, sugarcoat things. Like, we don't like to blow smoke. If somebody's done something well, they've done it well. If like, they wanted to reach a certain goal, we tell them that they've reached their goal. So, that, I think, is about it. All right,
I don't know about you guys, but I always like putting sugar in my coffee. I'm always sugarcoating it.
No, I don't drink the coffee. But did you catch the start of the stream where Sunny's absolutely going off about the horses?
I missed it.
You can it's the very start of the stream. Facebook is being Facebook, so I'll just say, usually I scroll down so that everybody can see what's been done, but I'll just say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so very much. And we all hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And as always, Keep those brushes wet.